Hey guys, so got an off day so far today. Hadn't got a load, but I have been busy. And anybody says there's not loads out there that pays good money, well, y'all know what I think about that. So anyway, but you do got to get out there and hustle. You got to knock on doors. So anyway, I got something I'm gonna talk to you guys about. Hang tight. Hey guys, so y'all see the trailer's unhooked and you guys are sitting on the tail end of my truck. I actually run a load last night and I unhooked the truck to go run the load. I had to do like an expedite hot load and it was just a single pallet. So and I was going through a big city, so why not unhook the trailer? They told me, they said, unhook your trailer and go get a pallet for us. It's a small pallet. So I did that, and so I never have hooked up. I need to grease the gooseneck ball before I hook it back up as well. So I want to talk to you guys about something. I want you guys to go watch, and I'll tag the video. The Asian Mia channel just released a video a little bit ago where he talks about he wished he hadn't bought his mom and dad a home and paid cash for it, $200-something. Don't draw conclusions before you go watch the video, because he brought up a point that I've been trying to make all along, and every video where I talk about money and making money and all that. I'm no expert, but anytime I get a chance to show you guys an example of something I've talked about, it reinforces what I'm trying to tell you, and I hope that makes you understand more about what I'm trying to say. So basically, in a nutshell, and I'm going to click the link and I want you to go watch it. He dumped all of his cash reserves into buying his mom and dad a home. He wanted to do it, and he did it, and it was a great thing to do, but it was the wrong time to do it. And when you go watch this video, you'll see. Guys, we got to keep a nest egg. It sounds stingy, I guess, but, and he talks about this in his video, we have to take care of us first before we can help others. Even me, I'm a mission pastor, and we do mission work all over the world. And I can't help others if I'm struggling myself. Yeah, I can go out and volunteer and do those kind of things, but I need to be financially set, not financially like wealthy or anything like that. I need to be financially comfortable with the things that I require financially in my life before I can take money out of this budget and put over here to help somebody else. So that's basically what it was. So when you get out, start making all this jack like some of us are making right now, and you start thinking about things like, you know, new cars, new trucks, new houses, all this kind of stuff. Remember, that has to come out of if it's a fun and leisure thing, it needs to come out of a fun and leisure side of your budget. If it's a business thing, then it needs to come out of the business side of your budget. If it is something that's going to help your maintenance account, it needs to come. All right, say if it's a new truck, well, that may help your maintenance account. You see what I'm saying? But it still needs to come out of your truck money. So it may relieve the pressure on that maintenance account, and it may help you build it up to a point you don't need to just keep putting money in it. You see what I'm saying? So you got to divide all that up. And then when everything's flowing and you got all this extra money, and you will have if you play your cards right, when you got all this extra money and this, you know, over and above your, you know, 3 to 6 months living expenses, you got all that, then that money is a different account. That money you can play with. Buy you a new car or a new home and all that. But just remember, trucking is like every business, and I mean it, every business. There's highs, there's lows. Sometimes there's even really, really big lows, and then they may be slow gains. And so it may not just come right back up. When it makes this big drop, like a lot of companies have a drop so many times a year or so many times every few years. A lot of times if a company drops really fast, the going up is gradual. It may be way over here before it gets back up to that top. Just remember that. Watch the numbers. Track it. Me and my wife, we track our business. Every business we've ever had, we track it monthly. Matter of fact, she tracks it weekly. She can tell me what weeks of the month are the best weeks to take off. And when we were in the party business, we knew the best weeks of the year to take off to do our own vacations, which were always in the winter. But we knew the exact month, by tracking it. 20 years, she knew. I mean, it was nearly a science. We knew. And there was rare occasions where we would miss it and somebody'd want a bunch of stuff and we'd be, going on vacation or on a cruise or something. But if you'll track it, business trends usually track the same highs and lows pretty much year in and year out. So if you'll just get in the habit of doing that, and your expenses work the same way, your expenses are usually tracked. And if you've got a maintenance account, you'll usually spend, depending on how old your vehicles are, the older your vehicles will get, the more that you'll spend out of that business account. Generally speaking, now I know there's some trucks that hardly ever give any problems or equipment, I know, but generally speaking, if you'll do a 10-year look, generally your ebbs and flows, your highs and lows will be consistent. So just watch all that, and I would strongly suggest, if you're new into the hot shot business and that you've been in it just a few months and you're making a lot of jack like a lot of us are, before you go out and make big major purchases like a house that are not a requirement to your business, before you done something like that, I would do, at very minimum, a year. I would really want to look at it a 2-year span, maybe even a little longer, but I would at least want a 2-year span of looking at it. Then I would want to look back as much as I could find out on the internet about what the market and the freight market is and if it's trending. Something else to think about. This is not a political bias statement, but so because you vote for whoever you want to vote for, I'm just saying that right now interest is starting to peg up, and the administration is trying to do some things to head that off, right? So whether that works or not, you need to be prepared for that. So in other words, you need your business to run that it can survive no matter who's in office. Because I'm going to tell you guys, you're not always going to win elections. And your guy may benefit things that you do, and my guy may benefit things I do. You know what I'm saying? So don't have meltdowns because maybe your guy don't win. Now, it may dramatically affect you, but guess what? The other guy, it may dramatically affect them in a positive way. So don't make business decisions like that. Make them off real numbers. And when the real numbers, like right now, everything's up. So that affects your numbers. So you got to watch those numbers. Then you got to look, all right, are they doing things to curb it? Is it starting to curb? See what I'm saying? You got to watch that. All right, are you thinking that, well, maybe the midterm elections, is that going to impact you as the party that's trying to win midterm? Are they talking about doing things that you might think could be positive or negative? Well, if you're that worried about who wins or loses, say at midterms, don't be spending no money. Your gut is a good instinct. And if you can't sleep at night, if your gut's bothering you so bad that you're worried about what this election's going to do, and you think it's going to impact your finances to the point that you can't operate, don't be making any major decisions. If your net, the money you got in the bank, ain't enough to give you enough security to overcome that, trust me guys, don't be making none of those rash decisions, because not sleeping at night will make you make bad decisions. So just want to throw that out there. I'm going to leave the link to the Asian Mia. Y'all know him. He's Mother Trucker. I got to get me one of them caps too, by the way, because I love his channel. He is mainly semi-truck talk. I don't know that I've ever seen him talk anything about hot shots, but real cool guy. Puts out a lot of information. Puts 1 or 2 videos out a day. Some of it crosses over with us. That's why I share it with you guys, because some of you may not watch him. But I will put a link in the description to his video that I'm talking about, where he talks about he wished he had done it different, in other words, when it comes to buying his folks a house. So, alright guys, don't forget the link below, beefjerky.com and Mytee Products. Remember, if you're starting out in hot shot, or any kind, where you're buying your own setup, about everything you need on your trailer can be purchased from Mytee Products. And it helps my channel, helps our channel a lot if you buy it through the link below, because we get a little cut out of that. You don't pay anymore. Matter of fact, you get a discount. I think it's $10 off $250 right now. But that is not very many items when you start buying stuff for this trailer. So, especially if you're setting up a brand new trailer, you're going to do $250 real easy. So, might as well get that discount, right? And it helps us too. So, that's always appreciated. Alright guys, remember what I always say. If you want to have a safe trip, you got to start out doing safe things. Inspect your truck, inspect your trailer, and inspect all that equipment. And if you need anything, click the link below and buy it from Mytee Products. Love you guys. Have a great day.